Hi everyone. This is very, very interesting. Big Dairy is putting microscopic pieces of metal in your food. Okay, this is titanium dioxide, probably among other things, but it is really hard to stay on top of all of this stuff. So, um, the food is being so altered, it's incredible. And I have a personal experience with this. So I just want to show you this. This is via before it's news. Big Dairy is putting microscopic pieces of metal in your food. This is nano-sized particles. Okay, so this whole article talks about nanotechnology and what happens when it gets down to those tiny, tiny sizes because they behave differently than on the macro level. So, like this says right here, nanosized silver particles apparently do, they change according to boosters when embedded in the fabric of socks. Microscopic silver particles are strongly antibacterial to a wide range of pathogens, absorb sweat, and by killing bacteria help eliminate unpleasant foot odor. But our bodies are still absorbing those nanoparticles, and they're so tiny they go through the blood-brain barrier. So the size is less than a human hair in diameter. Danger nanoparticles. Okay, the reason I want to show you this is because you might have to pay attention to it in the food that you're eating, especially new foods, candies, gums. Don't eat any of those packaged things because they're just putting titanium dioxide and other stuff in all these things. Smart silver anti-odor, nanotechnology underwear. Okay, so there's a list, over 1,600 nanotechnology-based consumer products. You can find a list, and here are some right here. Examples include Silk Original Soy Milk, Rice Dream Rice Drink. You know, these all sound like really great milk substitutes. Even milk, what are they doing to that? After I saw that video on Scariest Movie Ever with the milk and the black demon type thing, I don't even want to drink milk. Look, American cheese singles, well, these are processed cheese. They all now contain nano-sized titanium dioxide. As recently as 2008, only 8 U.S. food products were known to contain nanoparticles. Now it's more than tenfold increase in just 6 years. This is really sad for kids, isn't it? We don't know what they're getting. Okay, what it does, titanium dioxide is used as a color enhancer. It makes white foods like yogurt and soy milk whiter and brightens dark products like chocolate. But what unintended effects might it have? Okay, well, I found something really interesting. Okay, that's where the nano story gets murky. The FDA is not protecting anyone either. So, you know, the apples I like probably have chicken genes, but that's probably safer than nano-sized titanium dioxide. These are the choices that we have these days. Nano-engineered food substances raise new safety issues. They aggregate and agglomerate. Shape may impact absorption, distribution, metabolism, and excretion. Okay, what is the remedy? Well, you know, they're bought off. The FDA is bought off, like they're paid something so that they just pass all these things. Lung cancer risk faced by workers exposed to air containing various forms of titanium dioxide dust. The stuff they're putting in yogurt and soy milk. Unbelievable. Foods containing nano titanium dioxide. So if there's 1,600 foods that have nanoparticles, I'm sure it's more than just this list right here. Okay, so they had included Danone yogurt, but they wrote back and said on June 5th that that's not true. However, Danone yogurt was tested and they found titanium dioxide in it. So who do you believe? They just deny it, you know? They think people won't check. But this is going into um, waters, you know, and lakes and streams, more things that are going into doing horrible things to the earth. Okay, now what I want to show you is this. I clicked on the report where they tested it. Let's see. See, maybe it's a plan to do something to our bodies. You know, maybe this titanium dioxide will be some, turn us into, you know, help with the robot cyborg transformation. See, here it says unintended effects might it have. Maybe they intend it to have effects. All right, that report is where? Well, it's right here. And the reason I want to show you this is because I have a personal experience and I could really sense it. And I wrote a letter to the company. I'm going to show you my email. It's okay. Nano hydroxyapatite and nano titanium dioxide exhibit different subcellular distribution and apoptotic profile in human oral epithelium. Okay, do you understand any of this? Of course not. But we can glean from this that it's not good and it's bad. Okay, this looks like nano titanium. This is the effect inside the mouth. Nanomaterials such as titanium dioxide are widely used in food, personal care, and many household products. Isn't this what is used in sunscreen? You know, the white, you know, people put the white on their nose, surfers and stuff. Due to their extensive usage, the risk of human exposure is increased and may trigger NMs, nanomaterial-specific biological outcomes as the nanomaterials interface with the cells. Okay, you know, the really sad thing is there's so many things that people need to make their voices heard about. Where do you start? Okay, however, the interaction of nano titanium oxide with their uptake and subcellular distribution, our effects, cytotoxic effects, are poorly understood. So, why are scientists allowed to make these changes, add these substances to food when the effects are poorly understood? Isn't that a good question? Okay, so now these guys here, check this. So they're writing their report. Herein we characterize and examine the cellular internalization, inflammatory response, and cytotoxic effects of nano titanium oxide and nano whatever else using human oral buccal epithelial cells as an in vitro model. Okay, they made a test. We showed both types of nanomaterials were able to bind to the cellular membrane and passage into the cells in a dose-dependent manner. Strikingly, this is really serious. Strikingly, both types of NMs exhibited distinct subcellular distribution profile, with nano HA displaying a higher preference to accumulate near the cell membrane compared to nano titanium oxide. Exposure to both types of nanomaterials caused an elevated reactive oxygen species level and expression of inflammatory transcripts with increasing nanomaterials concentration. So they group together, it sounds like. Although cells treated with nano HA induces minimal apoptosis, I forgot the meaning of this word, but I don't think it's good. Nano titanium oxide treated samples displayed approximately 28% early apoptosis after 24 hours of nanomaterial exposure. We further showed that nano titanium oxide mediated cell death is cell death. This is scary, isn't it? Is independent of the classical apoptosis pathway. Our findings provided insights into the potential cellular fates of human oral epithelial cells as they interface with industrial grade nano HA and nano titanium oxide. Okay, so here are the scientists that did it, or their names are up. Okay, here are all their names. Department of Chemical and Biomolecular Engineering, National University of Singapore. Faculty of Dentistry. Now this is the interesting part that I want you to pay attention to. Nano HA, hydroxyapatite, which is not appetite. Okay, here is the letter. I bought some coconut drink. So delicious, dairy-free. You know, I tried to put this on cereal or whatever, but look, I just wrote this letter. It's really kind of dumb and everything, but they never answered me May 5th. Hi, I thought I would try the coconut drink and bought the half-gallon because that is the only size there was. Tastes okay, but why do I have the feeling like the enamel is coming off my teeth, kind of like when you eat a lemon? Also, the sensitive spots on my teeth really feel it. Is it the type of sugar used in the product? I preferred sugar-free, but there wasn't any in the store at this time in Hong Kong. Anyway, I'm not sure if I can finish the drink unless I maybe mix it with regular milk, and that's what I did. I mixed it with regular milk to tone down the sugar effect. I couldn't really figure it out. It just made you know when you rub your teeth together after you eat a lemon and it just like feels like the enamel is coming off? What do you suggest? Thanks, and waiting for your reply. Best regards, Diane. They never answered me. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to print my letter out, and I'm going to send this also to that company and print my letter out, print this out, print out the other article, and I'm going to go to the store and show them that that product is bad. and they shouldn't be so, let's see, they shouldn't be so ignorant and uninformed, and they should reject that product and other things. This makes me mad. This really is disturbing. So don't buy So Delicious and a bunch of other white products, because you know, there was a woman, I just read about a woman the other day. She made a comment on someone's site. She had tongue cancer, and she had her 80% of her tongue removed. Isn't that sad? And some people asked a question. Somebody said, do you mind if I ask, were you a smoker? Well, maybe she was a gum chewer. This is changing the cells in people's mouths. Okay, well, thanks for listening to this, and be careful. Goodbye, and God bless you all with the truth. So stay awake. And I'll let you know what happens with this. Those scientists they're mad. They're experimenting on people without knowing the effects of what these additives are doing to people, especially little kids' bodies. You know, you want to avoid milk as a substitute. Find a milk substitute, and they promise all this stuff in fancy packages. Ridiculous. Okay, goodbye. God bless you all with the true truth and awareness. Bye for now.